I don't bog myself down by like having to be perfect the first time. I just like do it. Just do it, and then you'll get better and keep doing it.
Better late than never, better late than never, forever hard to measure. I might see my future fall away, but you control time, so my future do what you say.
Just zoom out a little bit and tell me a little bit about like how you see yourself as a creative. You know, I see you as a podcaster, you're a published author, but I'm curious just in your own lens, because that's not an identity that we talk a lot about. And I just want to have language from the people that I talk to. So how do you see yourself like as a creative personally?
A tinkerer and like someone that doesn't, I'm not bogged down by perfection or like I know that this book might have typos or whatever, or I don't know, or I've done podcasts with my audio cut out, like I just do. I think that I don't overthink it. Maybe I'm impulsive, and these thoughts, like this idea pops in my head. I'm like, I'm just going to do it before I convince myself out of it. Like that's kind of how I've always been. Is someone that's learn as I go. I'll figure it out. And so in my creative space, I think like, all right, you said I get ideas from people. I got ideas from you. I have your book. I didn't tell you this, but I actually have and I'll send it to you. I have a Google spreadsheet that says books by people I know. And they're like,
it was good, family. Better Late Than Never is more than just an album. It's a concept that it's never too late for us to change our mindsets and our lifestyles. This project was exclusively produced by my homeboy, Matlock, who has produced for some of the best artists in the world, including Lil Wayne. You guys can catch this project and stream it on all platforms, including Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, you name it, it's there. As you guys tune in to Better Late Than Never, it's my prayer that this project helps you to live a purpose-driven life. Be blessed.
I had a list of all the people I know that had books, and I have a list of that. And then I also have like TEDx's by people I know. And I have a list of all, because I want to do a TEDx. So I'm usually inspired by other people. And then I'm like, all right, that is you said my superpower is to, I just ask people how they did it. And then I kind of like figure it out myself. And so like a collaborative, creative that leverages our relationships. I think that I don't do a lot of this project, I don't do a lot of things solo. So for instance, this book has a lot of advice from other people. My podcast has guests, right? It's not like me just talking about myself. This history book is going to be a collaborative effort. I'm going to need people to help me with this book. I don't know, a lot of things I do, I need other people. So in that creative space, I think I'm like a collaborator. I like to work with other people. I think relationships matter the most in my creative endeavors. And also like, I really try to like stay away from paralysis by analysis. Like, I just do. You'll figure out, you'll get better. Like I've gotten better. I've done podcasting. And if you listen to what I recorded 7 years ago to what I record now, it's leap years, right? This might be my first of many books. Who knows? This first book might be like oh man, that's my first book. And then I'm like doing better books, but I don't bog myself down by like having to be perfect the first time. I just like do it. Just do it. And then you'll get better and keep doing it. So that's the kind of creative I am. I don't know, that was all over the place, but that's what the first thing that came to mind was working with other people and just doing that. I think that's the main kind of creative I am. Like I got a camera. I don't know how to be a photographer, but I got a camera. I'm playing around with this nice camera and I took family photos, like that were nice, using the backlight. And I was like, I'm not gonna call myself a photographer, but like I wanna learn how to use this camera. I just want to learn how to use all these things, these devices, learn how to audio edit. I just want to learn this stuff just cause kind of thing.
That's dope, bro. I mean, that's phenomenal. I mean, like a couple things that I heard you just articulate was that you don't put a lot of time into thinking about what other people are going to think, or getting bogged down by decision fatigue. I think you call it paralysis by analysis. And I love that you are a natural collaborator. Like now that I'm thinking of it, like, you know, you referenced your book, the podcast, and a bunch of other stuff, where for you, they're joint ventures. Like you see yourself as an opportunity to work with others. And I never thought about it like that. In a lot of ways, it sounds like you're leaning into your natural strengths and possibly your interests as a creative. And I say that now, I frame a question around this. I'm like almost the opposite. So I wouldn't call myself a perfectionist, but I am an aesthetics type of person. Like I like things to be visually and I guess to look good and feel good. And so I actually I have a lot of time often kind of like telling myself, Q, you need to just release this. You need to write this. You need to just put it out. So in your own words, I'm curious to, like, from a coaching standpoint, for those of us that out there that have, like, I don't know, we're people pleasers, or we're afraid of like putting out our works, like, what would you have to say? What is the challenge with that? And like, what kind of feedback would you give to people that might struggle with that?
Oh, hey, it's you again. The one that is watching this content, but ain't subscribed to the channel. Listen, I'm a YouTube embryo, but I have dreams of one day being a full-grown YouTube man. In order to get there, I need your help. Subscribe to the channel. I am trying to help people in their dreams, their callings and careers, and to help scale that growth. All you got to do is help a brother by hitting that subscribe button. Bless your brother so I can bless others. It's that simple. Be blessed.
That's never necessarily a bad thing. And I will be honest to say, like, sometimes I need I need people like you. So I would say find your complementary person and find the person that's the doer. But I also, like, for instance, I do definitely need someone to be like, Phil, that don't look good. And when I say that, though, I don't do that. I'll rephrase it. I don't need to be a people pleaser for people I don't care about. Your opinion of me, when I don't care about it, that I don't need to please that. But, like, I definitely need to be a people pleaser for my wife. Like, I need to make sure that she's happy with it. Or, like, the people that contributed to this book, like, or the guest, like I said, like, I also slow down and say, hey, are you happy with this podcast? And the guest was like, no, I don't like it. I'm not going to release it. So there's people out there that I need to work with that may have more of, to your point, an aesthetic or style, or saying, like, maybe we slow down. But I'm always the one that's like, let's just do it. And I challenge them. And so I think that works complementary. And so for me, I think the advice I give to anybody, and I think this is beyond just creative stuff, is, like, we already talked about strengths, is find people that complement your strengths. Like, I have friends and people that I trust that are more analytical. Maybe they are the perfectionist, and I need them to be like, the dot the I's and cross the T's people. And then I'm this, like, let's go. And we find a happy medium, meaning, like, maybe we're like, let's go. And rather them saying, like, okay, we'll be perfect, we find a medium, like, okay, we're going to go in a week. Like, right? Like, we're still going to compromise. Like, I'm not going to slow down. We're going to get it done. They're going to say, we're going to get it done, but it's going to look good by when we get it done. And we find a happy medium, right? So that we're not taking forever. And I found that has been the best advice that I ever had, was that, find complementary relationships, find things that if you know that you're lacking in, or as you said, like, have a deficit or have something that you don't think, you need a push or challenge in, find the other person that's doing that really well and work well with that person. I found like that's been the best benefit, is finding complementary things. So that'd be my advice to that person. Find someone to challenge you. Maybe you have someone that, puts you on a deadline. Like, you're gonna, like, I want it to be perfect. And then you have someone say, I don't care if it's perfect or not, I need it out by next week. Yeah. And that benchmark will force you to, like, all right, whatever it is, I'm just gonna turn in something, that will help you. And it works out that way. So
Better late than never, better late than never, forever hard to measure. I might see my future fall away, but you control time, so my future do what you say.